Hey everyone, I make these weekly recap videos from my other league, and I thought I'd share one with you. So here goes. I want to start off by saying I have a really hard time using Yahoo, like navigating through the pages and stuff. I always get lost, but the website's pretty cool, and I like some of the stuff they do, like the auto-generated recaps. My headline this week read, "For whom Odell Tolles steals one from 2nd and 40." Despite the fact that I was the clear favorite, was projected to win by about 20 points, and had a lead pretty much all weekend. Ray is now the only team without a win. But if I were to make a power rankings list, I wouldn't put him at the bottom. He doesn't deserve that last place. Rice Picker's Revenge is sitting in 2nd place, even after an ugly loss to legalized Le'Veon, who only scored 80 points. Garvin's team came out strong in week 1, scoring the most points, but didn't do so hot in week 2. And he also may have overpaid a little bit for Eric Ebron. In a week full of injuries, Ryan's team loses Doug Martin, but he has some depth at the running back position, which will come in handy until Martin and Bell can return for him. Waiting for week 4, put up the most points in week 2 with a win over Whoops Eiferded. David, if Tom Brady is suspended 4 games, shouldn't you be waiting for week 5? Nick, you put up a good fight, scoring the 2nd highest point total this week, but because of Sammy Watkins' injury, his injury is causing his poor performance, but he's not missing time, and Adrian Peterson's injury, this wasn't really a close matchup. Ken's Tree Climbers got its first win of the season over Floyd Carrot the Cuckoo's Nest. Floyd to the power of the Cuckoo's Nest? Sean, you're a math guy. I'd expect you to know to use a / so that it looks like Floyd over the Cuckoo's Nest. And Brett, it took me a while to get your team name too, but it's a good one. We definitely should have given Ken an invite to this league. One of the cross-country alums. I'm sorry you lost 2 of your running backs, and that Devonta Freeman and Jordan Reed haven't been living up to their potential. But Brett, a win is a win. And even though Sean lost, his team doesn't look too bad going forward. Gronk will come back, and Stephon Diggs looks like he can play football. And he took Brett's advice, got rid of that 3rd quarterback. Still has 2 kickers, though. All right, Feast Mode Eddie got the win against Dominic's team, who had the lowest score of week 2. Antonio Brown and Eddie Lacy had disappointing numbers, and now Evan has to deal with Dante Moncrief's injury. But the rest of his team looked pretty solid. Dominic falls to 1-1 on the season and should be scanning the waiver wire to replace Jonathan Stewart because he probably won't want to use one of those shitty running backs that are sitting on his bench. Last but not least, Papa Lee's Pizza beat Daddy's Dick Drill. Steven got 30 points from Cam Newton and 29 points from his defense and kicker. That's combined. Again, we've talked about this a lot, but that Russell Wilson trade was ridiculous. Steven, you need to thank your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that you made that trade. Because without it, your team would be absolute dog shit. Andrew lost because Amir Abdullah went down, and his defense and kicker plus tight end could only combine for 6 points, not 29. It's early in the season, and this week showed that anything can happen. It's really surprising that there's one 2-0 team and one 0-2 team. Typically on average, at this point, there'd be 3 2-0 teams and 3 0-2 teams. So this league is really close, and it's really fun, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited. And I'll talk to you guys later.